In the quiet depths of the solar system, humanity's most ambitious secret was taking shape. Far from the bustling cities and everyday lives of Earth's population, a network of advanced spacecraft and strategic defense platforms silently waited. Captain Sung Wung stood on the bridge of the hidden orbital station, his eyes scanning the holographic displays that mapped out Earth's defensive grid. The station, built deep within the asteroid belt, was invisible to conventional scanning technologies. Years of careful planning, massive resources, and the collective genius of humanity's best military minds had created this invisible shield. The world believed Earth was vulnerable. Politicians talked about diplomatic solutions while military analysts feared potential alien threats. But Sung Wung and his team knew better. They had been preparing for something most people would consider impossible: a full-scale alien invasion. Admiral Park Ji-woo had spent decades developing the strategy. Each spacecraft was a marvel of engineering, equipped with technologies that would seem like magic to anyone outside the secret program. Quantum stealth capabilities, plasma-based propulsion, and AI-driven combat systems were just the beginning. Lieutenant Kang Hyun monitored the communication systems, tracking every minute signal from deep space. His team had developed advanced detection algorithms that could pick up the slightest anomaly. They had been watching, waiting, and preparing. The secret fleet was distributed across strategic locations. Some ships were hidden in the shadows of Mars, others nestled within the icy caverns of Europa. Massive platforms orbited in positions that seemed random, but were carefully calculated to provide maximum coverage and surprise. Funding for the project came from hidden government budgets, private investments, and carefully redirected military resources. Thousands of the world's best scientists, engineers, and military personnel had worked in absolute secrecy. They understood the stakes. Earth's survival depended on their preparation. Sung Wung remembered the early days of the project. Many had called it paranoid, a waste of resources. But he and his team knew that the universe was vast and potentially dangerous. Humanity couldn't afford to be caught unprepared. The spacecraft were more than just weapons. They were technological masterpieces, each one capable of adapting to multiple combat scenarios. Advanced AI systems could make split-second decisions, coordinating attacks with precision that no human commander could match. Training had been intense and selective. Only the best of the best were chosen for this secret defense force. Pilots underwent rigorous simulations, testing their abilities in scenarios that pushed the limits of human capability. As Sung Wung looked out at the vast darkness of space, he knew their preparation might be the only thing standing between humanity and potential extinction. The ships around him represented hope, a silent guardian that the world didn't even know existed. Lieutenant Kang interrupted his thoughts. "Captain, we're detecting unusual long-range signals," he said, his voice calm but alert. Sung Wung moved, closer to the display, his years of training kicking in. Something was coming, and humanity would be ready. The secret fleet was more than a military project. It was a testament to human resilience, innovation, and the ability to unite in the face of an unknown threat. Billions of people went about their daily lives, unaware that their protectors were already in position, waiting. Sung Wung allowed himself a small smile. Let them come, he thought. Humanity was prepared. The first alien ships appeared like a sudden storm, breaking through the quiet of space with an overwhelming presence. Commander Lee Sung-min watched the initial detection screens, his hands steady despite the magnitude of what was unfolding. Thousands of metallic vessels stretched across the solar system's outer regions, their design unlike anything humans had ever encountered. They moved with a synchronized precision that suggested a collective intelligence far beyond traditional military strategies. Yoon Dae-hyun, the lead strategic analyst, began rapidly inputting data into the communication systems. The alien fleet broadcast messages in multiple frequencies, demanding complete planetary surrender. Their language was complex, filled with mathematical precision and cold logical statements. "Humanity will submit," the transmission repeated, Resistance is mathematically improbable. The alien ships approached in a formation that resembled a massive geometric pattern. Each vessel seemed capable of independent movement, yet they moved as a single organism. Their technology radiated an intimidating energy signature that could be detected millions of kilometers away. Earth's leadership remained surprisingly calm. Years of secret preparation had created a network of response teams that now activated with mechanical efficiency. Military bases around the globe began implementing protocols that had been practiced thousands of times in classified simulations. Commander Lee noted how the alien fleet deliberately positioned themselves to block potential escape routes. They weren't just invading, they were systematically cutting off any potential human resistance. Their strategic positioning suggested they had studied Earth's defensive capabilities extensively. Communication centers around the world began receiving the alien transmissions. Most governments initially believed it was an elaborate technological hoax. But as satellite images confirmed the massive fleet, a quiet panic started to spread. The aliens' ships were massive, some spanning several kilometers in length. They seemed to absorb light, creating dark silhouettes against the star-filled background. Their exterior appeared to be made of a material that shifted and changed, adapting to the surrounding space environment. Yoon Dae-hyun's analysis revealed something fascinating. The alien fleet wasn't just approaching randomly. They had calculated precise entry points that would maximize their strategic advantage. Each ship was positioned to create maximum psychological impact on human observers. Military installations worldwide began receiving encrypted communications. The secret defense networks that had been carefully constructed over decades were now fully activated. Thousands of personnel who had trained in absolute secrecy were now preparing for the most significant moment in human history. Commander Lee watched as the first wave of alien ships began their descent towards Earth's atmosphere. They moved with a grace that seemed impossible for objects of such massive size. It was clear they were technologically centuries ahead of current human capabilities. The alien transmission continued, a constant reminder of their perceived superiority. Surrender is logical. Resistance guarantees destruction. But what the aliens didn't know was that humanity had been waiting. Every movement, every signal, every approach had been anticipated. The secret fleet was already in position, hidden from their most advanced scanning technologies. Yoon Dae-hyun looked at Commander Lee, a slight smile crossing his face. The aliens thought they were bringing an invasion. Instead, they were walking into a carefully prepared trap. The next few hours would determine the fate of not just Earth but potentially the entire human species. Centuries of human innovation, technological development, and strategic planning were about to be tested in the most extreme scenario imaginable. As the alien fleet continued its approach, a sense of anticipation filled the secret command centers. Humanity was about to show the universe that they were not just another civilization to be conquered. The invasion had begun. But the real battle was just moments away. Commander Lee Sung-min took a deep breath. Everything they had prepared for was now becoming real. The aliens might have advanced technology, but humans had something far more powerful: determination, creativity, and an unbreakable spirit. The countdown to the most significant confrontation in human history had started. The moment arrived with a silence that was more terrifying than any loud explosion. Captain Shin Ye-sung watched as the first wave of humanity's secret fleet materialized from hidden positions across the solar system. Quantum stealth carriers emerged like ghosts, their surfaces absorbing and redirecting light and electronic signals. The alien fleet, confident in their technological superiority, didn't realize they were already surrounded. Kim Min-woo's navigation systems guided the human ships with precision that seemed almost supernatural. The first strike came from multiple directions simultaneously. Plasma-powered destroyers unleashed a barrage of weapons that defied the aliens' understanding of combat. Each human ship carried technologies developed in secret laboratories, combining quantum mechanics, advanced material science, and revolutionary power systems. Gravitational pulse cannons fired, creating localized space-time distortions that tore through alien ship formations. The invaders' defensive systems, which had worked perfectly in countless previous conquests, proved useless against human innovation. Ships that seemed invincible moments before began to disintegrate. Captain Shin watched the battle unfold like a carefully choreographed dance. Nanoswarm weapons deployed, tiny technological constructs that could infiltrate and destroy alien systems from within. These microscopic machines moved with an intelligence that blurred the line between technology and living organisms. The alien fleet's initial confidence quickly transformed into confusion. Their collective intelligence, which had successfully conquered numerous civilizations, found no predictable pattern in human attack strategies. Each human ship moved independently, yet worked in perfect synchronization. Kim Min-woo's navigation skills became crucial. He guided the human ships through complex maneuvers that seemed to defy the basic laws of physics. Alien targeting systems couldn't lock onto the human vessels, which seemed to exist in multiple positions simultaneously. Within the first 30 minutes, the aliens lost over 60% of their invasion force. Their massive ships, which had looked unstoppable moments before, now drifted as broken husks against the dark backdrop of space. The human fleet moved with a cold, calculated efficiency that spoke of years of preparation. Communication intercepts revealed the aliens' growing panic. Their mathematical models of conquest had never predicted such a scenario. Humanity wasn't just defending. They were systematically dismantling an invasion force that had conquered entire star systems. Advanced weapon systems continued their relentless assault. Quantum disruptors created cascading energy waves that broke down alien ship molecular structures. Each shot was a perfect blend of scientific precision and strategic brilliance. The secret of humanity's success lay in their approach. While the aliens saw warfare as a mathematical equation, humans understood it as an art form. Creativity, unpredictability, and sheer determination became their most powerful weapons. Captain Shin remembered the years of training, the countless simulations, the sacrifices made to prepare for this moment. Every person involved in the secret program knew the stakes. This wasn't just a battle, it was a statement about human potential. Kim Min-woo's hands moved across the navigation systems with a dancer's grace. Each movement was calculated, each decision a split-second calculation that meant the difference between victory and extinction. The human ships continued their devastating assault. The alien fleet's communication networks began to collapse. Their collective intelligence, which had seemed invincible, now struggled to comprehend the human attack. Mathematical predictions failed, strategic models collapsed, and their technological superiority crumbled. As the battle continued, it became clear that this was more than a military confrontation. It was a demonstration of human potential, a statement about the species' ability to survive, adapt, and overcome seemingly impossible challenges. 47 minutes after the first contact, the invasion was effectively over. The remaining alien ships either retreated or were systematically destroyed. Humanity had not just defended itself, it had sent a clear message to the universe. Captain Shin Jae-sung allowed himself a momentary smile. They had won. But more importantly, they had shown that humanity was not just another civilization to be conquered. The counterstrike was complete. The universe would never look at humans the same way again. The final stage of the battle unfolded with a ruthless precision that would be remembered throughout the galaxy. Major Kang Seo-jun watched as the remaining alien ships tried desperately to regroup, their once mighty formations now broken and scattered. Lieutenant Commander Park Hyren's tactical systems targeted the alien command vessels with surgical accuracy. Each shot was calculated to maximize destruction, while minimizing unnecessary energy expenditure. The human fleet moved like a single organism, each ship anticipating the other's movements, without a single verbal command. Gravitational pulse cannons continued their devastating assault. The weapons created localized space-time disruptions that tore through alien ship structures at their molecular level. Where conventional weapons would have failed, human technology found a way to completely neutralize the threat. The aliens' communication networks collapsed rapidly. Their collective intelligence, which had conquered countless civilizations, now struggled to comprehend the human attack strategy. Every attempt to counterattack was met with a level of technological sophistication that seemed impossible. Nano-swarm weapons continued their relentless infiltration. Microscopic technological constructs penetrated the alien ships' defensive systems, breaking down their most advanced technologies from within. It was like watching a precision surgical operation, where each tiny mechanism knew exactly where to strike. Major Kang observed how the human fleet moved with an almost artistic precision. Ships that appeared to be in random positions were actually creating complex attack patterns that the aliens couldn't predict. Their defensive strategies, which had worked perfectly in countless invasions, now seemed childishly simple. The remaining alien ships began to show signs of complete system failure. Their once proud technological marvels now drifted like broken toys against the vast darkness of space. Each explosion was a testament to human engineering and strategic planning. Lieutenant. Commander Park's voice remained calm as she coordinated the final stages of the assault. Target acquisition confirmed, she would say, her words marking the end of another alien vessel. The communication was crisp, professional, devoid of emotional celebration. Intercepted alien communications revealed growing panic. Their mathematical models of conquest had never predicted such a scenario. Humanity wasn't just defending. They were systematically destroying an invasion force that had conquered entire star systems. The battle moved beyond a simple military confrontation. It became a statement about human potential, about a species that refused to be conquered. Each destroyed alien ship was a message to the universe. Earth would not submit. Quantum disruptors created cascading energy waves that broke down the most complex alien technologies. The weapons worked at a level that seemed to challenge the EO basic understanding of physics. What looked like destruction was actually a precise deconstruction of technological systems. Major Kang remembered the years of preparation. Every person involved in the secret program understood the stakes. This wasn't just about defending Earth. It was about proving humanity's place in the universe. The final alien command ships tried to escape, but human tracking systems were too advanced. Each attempt to flee was met with a precise strike that left no possibility of survival. The message was clear. There would be no mercy, no negotiation. Lieutenant Commander Park's tactical displays showed the final moments of the invasion. Less than 2% of the original alien fleet remained. Those ships were quickly targeted and destroyed with a cold, calculated efficiency that spoke volumes about human determination. As the last alien vessel exploded, a strange silence fell across the solar system. The battle that was supposed to end humanity had instead become a defining moment of human potential. Technology, strategy, and an unbreakable spirit had turned certain defeat into a complete victory. Major Kang allowed himself a brief moment of reflection. They had done more than defend their planet. They had sent a message that would echo throughout the galaxy. Humanity was not to be underestimated. The total annihilation was complete. The invasion that was meant to conquer Earth had become the shortest and most decisive defeat in galactic history. Humanity had arrived on the cosmic stage, and they had arrived with a thunderous statement of their capabilities. Admiral Choi Jin-woo sat in the central command room, his fingers moving across holographic displays that showed the remnants of the alien invasion. The battle was over, but the real message was about to be sent. Chief Strategist Bae Eunbi prepared the transmission that would be broadcast across multiple star systems. It wasn't just a message of victory, but a clear warning to any civilization that might consider threatening Earth in the future. The communication was simple and direct. No flowery language, no dramatic speeches. Just a cold, calculated statement of humanity's capabilities. The transmission would be sent using quantum entanglement communication, a technology so advanced it would be barely comprehensible to most alien civilizations. "This is humanity," the message began. "We did not seek this conflict. We did not want war, but we are prepared to defend ourselves with absolute certainty." The broadcast included precise coordinates of the destroyed alien fleet, along with detailed recordings of the battle. Every moment of the invasion's defeat would be documented, a cosmic warning etched into the fabric of interstellar communication. Bai Yunbi calculated the transmission would reach the alien confederation's home systems within 3 standard galactic years. The images of their total defeat would spread like a warning across multiple star clusters. Admiral Choi watched the final preparations. Years of secret preparation had led to this moment. Humanity had not just defended itself, they had demonstrated a level of technological and strategic capability that would reshape cosmic understanding. The transmission included more than just battle footage. It showed glimpses of human culture, scientific achievements, and a clear message of peaceful coexistence. But the underlying tone was unmistakable. Approach with respect, or face total destruction. Around the world, most humans remained unaware of how close they had come to complete destruction. The secret defense program had protected them, without most people even knowing a threat existed. Quantum encrypted data streams carried the message through multiple communication channels. Each transmission was designed to be nearly impossible to block or interfere with. The alien confederation would receive every painful detail of their defeat. Bai Yunbi added a final touch, coordinates showing Earth's exact location. It was a bold move. Unlike most civilizations that would hide after such a conflict, humanity was announcing its presence. "We are here," the message said. "We are ready." The transmission included technical specifications of the weapons used. Not as a threat, but as a clear demonstration of human technological capabilities. Each detail was a calculated revelation designed to prevent future conflicts. Admiral Choi understood the psychological warfare at play. This wasn't just about one battle. This was about establishing humanity's place in the cosmic hierarchy. They were telling the universe that Earth was not just another potential conquest. Bai Yunbi's final modifications added scientific data about human adaptability, technological innovation, and strategic thinking. The message wasn't just a warning, it was a complex statement about human potential. As the transmission prepared to launch, Admiral Choi reflected on the years of preparation. Thousands of scientists, military personnel, and strategic thinkers had worked in absolute secrecy to create this moment. The quantum communication device hummed with energy. Billions of calculations happened in microseconds. The message was ready. With a simple command, Admiral Choi initiated the transmission. Across light years of space, humanity's message would travel, a beacon of warning, strength, and unexpected capability. The cosmic message was sent. The universe would never be the same. Humanity had arrived, and they were ready for whatever might come next.